Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Hardspace Shipbreaker. We're going to once again go on free play and start cracking some ships. Now, the first one we did was the Mackerel Civilian Cargo. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the Mackerel Civilian Transit. There's not too much of a difference on the interior of the ship, so it should be pretty straightforward on how it's going to be depieced or disassembled or however you want to say that. But let's go ahead and get started on it, take a look at the ship, and just go through it one piece at a time. And then, of course, each video is going to be a new one. And as more ships come available, or even workshop ships when that becomes available, we'll do that as well. All right, let's do this. Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help out with the channel because it lets me know that you like what you're seeing, and we can continue on doing more things like this. First, we're going to start over here with removing the antennas. Let's get these taken out. Oh, man, I love how just initially this game sometimes it just has a little bit of a little lag there. It always freaks me out like I'm about to bust something. Alright, let's drag that in. Get these out of here. Alright, let's double make sure here. Is there anything I could pop off? Don't look like it. Usually the other side's right on. Ooh, look at these. These engines, I don't need to go and do anything on the inside. I can pop off here. I'm going to let it go through its little lag spike. Usually, I feel like initially when you're using a tool, it'll do like a little lag spike for each beginning use of it. So let's just get that out of the way. Now that we got these popped off, let's get them taken out of here. Bye-bye. And then we're going to go ahead and breach the airlock here without causing a, catastrophic explosion.
Salvage secured. Account credit
Let's
applied.
open that up. I'm going to hold on just in case. You never know. Alright, looking good. Let's go ahead and hold on here and open her up. You just don't know what type of pressurization is going on there unless you use a scanner, which, see like how it said danger there, I like that. So let's take a look around first before we do anything. Let's collect any sort of keys, data pads, anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and hold on and open her up. Looking good, looking good. Got some good old computers here. Looks like everything's running fine. Another pickup item, let's grab that. Alright, so this door here, it's telling me that it wants to be popped off. So let's take a look here. This might be a bad idea, so let's give it a shot. I'm going to sit over here, actually. Okay, good. So usually it'll come up with a little danger symbol if it's a bad idea. I'm going to pop that off now, though, so it doesn't create an issue. I don't want to vent this and then try to pop that off later and it, sucks me through or causes a lot of damage. Otherwise, we're looking good here. So let's go ahead and shut off the system.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Okay, good. I shut it off of there. Let's go ahead and open her back up.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
And once again, I'm going to start just like I did last time. Let's pop this floor off. Ugh. Thanks. Tethers matter, when you're in career mode and you have a limited amount of tethers, having that happen is just not any good. Let's go ahead and get this puppy out of here.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Oof. This time I did what a commenter actually suggested, is just attach a tether straight away and just pop it out. Came with a little bit of lag, of course, because, initially when you do certain things, it does lag sometimes. I don't understand that. It's just a little game problem, probably. Not a big deal. Let's get this junk out of here. I don't need it in my way when I'm trying to work. Now, once again, what I usually like to do is go ahead and pop all the floor panels off before we do anything else. Now, don't worry about the seats. I don't think it's going to be creating an issue for the seats. Nope. They're not even attached to the panels, which is good. Okay, let's get these out of here. Of course it's going to do this. Let's drag them out. Come on. There you go. 1, 2. Perfect. Get these out of here. Bye-bye.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Now I'm going to pop the cockpit off here. I like to give myself as much clearance as possible when I'm doing these ships, because nothing worse than trying to get certain things out and everything's just all around you. Okay. Looks like we dragged the ship a little bit. Oh well, not too big of a deal. We'll go ahead and pop the back off too. We're basically just disassembling the... hitting the wrong buttons here. We're basically just disassembling the front and the back, so we just have the hull of the ship to where we can just attack everything on the hull first, and then we'll get everything else. Let me get the roof off this panel here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and make sure we pull this puppy off. Get him sent to the processor. Get that sent over here. Oh yeah, before I do that, I gotta get that engine, that motor out of there. Oh, I had to make it all complicated, didn't I? Come on out. This time I'm not gonna lose you. We're gonna make sure you go straight down to where you need to go. Last video, you went somewhere completely different. Alright, let's send this out of here. I don't want this piece. This piece needs to go. Bye-bye. Gone. See you later. Alright, so with that, I didn't pop off the walls this time, if you notice, so these things are literally just floating here. So I went kind of a different direction, as you can tell. I popped that off first, and these just came right off. So now these are good to just kind of pull out here and bring them where you need to go. Now, that could be a very dangerous thing to do, so if you want to pop the walls first, you can, but this obviously worked, no issues, because it just detached it here at the wall. Okay, and then those are done. So those are out of the way, which is fantastic. Nothing worse than those things exploding on you. Alright, let's get all these popped. And instead, I'm just gonna... Let me see. No, that'll hurt the floor. I don't want to hurt all the material. Not this time. The ships in this game do get bigger, so it's going to get pretty crazy on my videos here. But we will make sure that we spend as much time as possible on each video explaining or showing you how they get disassembled. Man, I might have like a record speed here on this ship. Personally, I don't like attaching one piece to another. It doesn't seem to move it out of the way as quickly as I was hoping, but sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Alright. Those are gone. Let's check over here. Ah, got the airlock in the way, so let's get this piece out of here first. Let's check on our cockpit. How far away is it? Perfect. Okay. Let's make sure we detach any pieces out of here. Oh, almost. Oh, almost. There we go.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Perfect. Alright, now let's get this wall piece out of here just so we don't have to worry about that. And then we can work on the airlock after. And also we got the power capacitor here, so I'm going to make sure... Or power cell, not capacitor. Alright, let's get this out of here. Alright, so I'm going to get a little close. I don't want to get too close because I don't want to get fried on this thing, but go stable. Pull it off. And out of here. Alright. Now, you have options. You could start working on the interior here, which might not be a bad idea. I'm going to pop the ceiling, and then I'm going to get everything out of the inside, and then we can work on the airlock. I just feel like it's just going to be so much easier to work on the airlock when all this stuff ain't here. But you could always just work on the airlock first, just to clear a wall out. Either way. Make sure you grab any essentials like the repair kit. Let's take that out of here. Got a lot of junk, so I'm just gonna move this all out of the way. What a delay in my process, man. Got some good music going on, don't we? Alright, so now that all the junk, oh my goodness, come on. There we go. Let's get all these chairs out of here. Now you'll have certain requirements or missions in the career mode that requires you to gather furniture, and that would be one of these chairs, or multiple. So remember that, always good to put these into the barge. Get this, don't stand too close.
Salvage secured. Account credit
That's
applied.
out of here. Nice thing about getting the interior out first is then once you're done with the airlock, the rest is just good to go to the salvage. Why bother? I want to make sure she's blue. Don't want any big problems.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
So far we're at 10 minutes, so we're still within the time frame of 1 day on this ship. If you're trying to go for a land speed record, this is a pretty good start. Hitting 11 minutes here shortly, so if you had any missions for electronic stuff, you'd want to start working on a cockpit right about now and just forget the rest of this. Because, yeah, it's going to have most of your electronics in the cockpit at this point. So that's good to go. Let's go ahead and get this all taken off here. First, I'm going to, like I did before, I'm going to pop these here. Okay, so as you can see, there's a big old gap here. That's what I'm looking for. Anything that's going to not have that gap like that means you're probably going to be attached. I don't want to be attached. So let's go ahead and take this piece, do this. Perfect. See, look, furnace, processor, furnace, processor. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's not much for the furnace there. It's just that little sheet. So do what you may. If you want to, you know, split that apart, go for it. I don't find the care for it. Okay, got that right there. Let's get this piece attached. There we go. Now start working here. I'm gonna put it right there. Make sure it cuts all the way through. Okay, and then we're gonna cut here just to make sure we're completely cut. That one's done. That one's done. Okay, so now I'm going to drag these to the furnace. Yo! Another furnace one.
Raw material process. Credit
Man, I feel like I'm just all over the place right now. Let's get this dragged out of here and get to the furnace. What you doing? You're supposed to be in the furnace. Better get over there. Okay, now. Let's get the rest of this furnace junk out of here. So that piece is still attached, no problem, no problem. We'll get rid of that in just a moment. That's why you didn't have the fridge get sucked in there. Come on, go. We got okay, next.
material deposited.
Let's see, where are we attached here? Sometimes it just doesn't. Like, see that? It's not attached anymore, so I wonder if it's still. Yeah, it's still recognizing it as if we're attached. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the corner here because batting it's just showing up here. Bingo. Okay. Processor. Bye-bye. Furnace.
Valuable object process.
And the rest of this is furnace. lot of these pieces you don't have to waste a tether on, so... Wow, I'm getting like some jitters there. Alright. And I think the rest of this looks good. It looks all like it's furnace, so we're good to go on this one. Let's get it taken back to where it needs to go. I'm going to put a couple on here, even though it should move fine with just one. Just want it out of my way very quickly. Alright, all set. Bye, have a good time. I didn't pick up the health packs, didn't need them. Obviously we're in free play, so, and I haven't hurt myself. Let's go ahead and work on the cockpit. Right now we're ending at 14 and 17, so 14 minutes to 18 seconds, I mean. And that means we would be almost coming up on the end of day one. Day one ends at 15 minutes. So day two can be spent on really meticulously just finishing out this whole husk here of the cockpit. This time let's try not to blow the coolant here. Let's get this off here. Okay, so now that we got that off here. And sooner or later I think they're going to remove the timers, or they're going to give you the option to have them or not have them. Wow, what is that doing? That was crazy. That scares me every time that does that. So day one would be over now in career. You'd be going back and starting day two to finish this up. Nothing wrong with that too. You can do as many days as you like. When it gives you a amount of days that you need to get it done by, don't worry about that. It's nothing but saying this is just what they think it should take. It doesn't penalize you from what I understand. And if it does, oh well, probably not that much. You already owe $1 billion. What's going to be, worse than that? Okay, let's go ahead and get the other coolant out of here. Oh my god, it did it again. Do you see that? Unbelievable. Same thing happened on the last one. Every time. I'm going to pop this door. Pop that piece. That piece. Every time that left coolant does that to me. These coolant tanks are just... I think it's a bug. I don't think they're supposed to react like that when you pull them off a wall. Or maybe there's just a special way you need to pull them off, which if that's the case, fine. It doesn't happen every time. It doesn't. It's just sometimes the coolant tanks or the fuel tanks or even the computers, they will just freak out when you pull them off. And it's no fun. Especially the computers. Those things really screw you up. So we'll see what happens with these ones. Hopefully they're nice to me. So the reason why I popped those 4 sides here is just like in the last time. Once you get these storage bins out of here, that will become loose and you'll be able to get that out of the way. Makes it just a little easier to grab your computers. Gotta grab this though. Whew. Alright.
Salvage secured. Account credit
Let's
applied.
grab this one. Yep, see. Get you to the barge. I'm not worried about you. Let's get you to the furnace. Once again, you probably don't have to use a tether for that. It's pretty light, but I just do it to get out of my way quickly instead of having to sit here and catapult the thing the way I want it to go. Oh yes, I know you're dangerous. Please go where you need to go. Okay, you're not going to, are you? Okay. There you go. Alright, now let's work on the chairs. I want these out of the way. Easy access. We're almost done with this one already. Surprisingly, this one went a lot quicker than the last one. But that's good. The better you get at the game, the quicker it'll go. Nothing wrong with that. I can't wait till they add the leaderboards. Oh no. Okay, calm down. Mother. Jesus. Like, where did it even go? Did the thing just evaporate? Nope, there it is. I don't understand why it just freaks out like that. Holy cow. Either way, I got it. That would have probably hurt me if we were in career. Probably would have done a little bit more damage to my self. I'm not going to even, get close to that thing. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm just not close enough. I don't know. I don't see why the beam would do that if you're not close enough. I'm afraid to get closer. I'll stay back here and do this. I don't care if it demolishes some of the husk of the ship. Hey. Oh well. Just don't kill me. Alright, let's see where we're at now. We'll get the light out of the way. I don't usually mess with the lights because I don't care about the lighting. They don't really give you much on the barge. Now let's work on this cockpit. Let's get this out of here. Let's see where we're attached like usual. Looks like just here. Okay, so we'll detach it a little bit differently this time. Okay. Detach it there. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to do it like we did last time then. Okay, that looks good. Okay, right there. There. Get through as much as this is possible, just to where we're not seeing any. There we go, right there. Okay, so this piece is off. This whole piece can go to the processor. No, except for the glass, of course. If you want to take the glass off, you can. I'm not going to bother. Probably going to get penalized for it, but that's okay. That's completely up to you. As you can see, this was actually a much easier D piece. I just went straight for that whole piece there, and now I can just get rid of the whole thing. There goes the furnace part. We'll stick this to the processor. We're going to complete this in approximately 20 minutes. So much better than last time. Last time it took 2 full days, 15 minutes each side. This time, done and done. 20 minutes and 5 seconds. I love it. Minus a piece of garbage. Alright. So, with the next ship, I think it's another mackerel class. After the mackerel, it's going to be good. They're going to the gecko. With the gecko is huge, so that's going to be a fun video. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you want to see different ways of disassembling, like if you want me to try other methods or anything, just let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe. If you have any questions or if you have any tips or anything of what you just saw, please let me know. Maybe you might have advice on why my canisters just keep freaking out on me and my electronics. It's just so scary when it happens in career. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.